Bloor and Yonge. We're at Bloor and Yonge, and we're at the Status for All protest. It's a migrant protest. So I have my mic in because, as you know, the YouTube algorithm very sensitive to copyrighted music. Music is playing. They are very unforgiving. So I have my mic in to block some of the music. So when the speakers are speaking, I'm gonna try and remove my mic so you guys can hear what the concerns are and what you can do to help. I'm good. So it's a large crowd, and as you know, Toronto police is out in full effect. That's Toronto police over there. I guess they're gonna keep the peace. I don't know what peace, but they're out here. So the speakers are getting ready. They're getting ready. So Yonge Street. Thank you. So it's Yonge Street. And Bloor. So we're at Yonge and Bloor. So it's OpinionGuru TV. We're live. We're at the Status for All protest. We're at Yonge and Bloor. It's a migrant protest. I have my mic in because of the YouTube algorithm and music is playing. But I'll remove my mic from time to time to listen to the speakers, their demands, and what people can do to help. This protest is I don't know if I should say necessary, but after the videos that appeared on social media with the Jamaican farm workers being talked down to by their employer, and because they stood up for their rights, I guess I don't know if it's a coincidence or what. I don't believe in coincidence. Anyway, after that, they were sent back to Jamaica. So this is the plight that immigrants has to go through when they come to work in Canada. Maybe there are good experiences. I'm not sure. I haven't heard any. But we're out here. So it's a large crowd. And I don't think, by the looks of it, it's only migrants. Other people are also out here to support what's going on. I'm trying to show some of the signs. So some Bob Marley is playing in the background up that side. Up that side is Yonge. That's Yonge Street. That side. Take a walk. So this side is Yonge Street. So you know Bob Marley is playing and you know the Marleys don't play with their copyright thing, so the guru has to keep his mic in to try and block some of this music. But welcome to the live. Please share, thumbs up, subscribe, leave your thoughts below, watch another video, and I'll bring you as much of this rally as I can. So they are ready. I'm gonna remove my mic from time to time so you can hear what's going on, as long as there is no music. So it's a large crowd. It's a good turnout. So again, the music is playing. So I gotta keep my mic in to try and block some of this music. They're doing interviews right now. Over there, let me see. Where is it? Somewhere over there. Okay, yeah, over there. They're doing interviews right now. The big news guys are out here. It's good to see them shedding light on the situation because normally you don't see them. Only us, the YouTube guys, and the other ones. But it's good to see them giving a voice to these immigrants. So the march is gonna start now. The march is gonna start now. For those of you who are coming on Bloor Street, come on over to the corner and we have a ton of placards. We gotta send a strong message today. We need the government to see our message, so we need you to have those placards up and proud, right? Let's see those in the air. All right. If you don't have a placard, get one now. We've got tons of placards right at the corner of Yonge and Bloor. So I'll remove my mic from time to time so you can hear the speakers. So it's time to roll. Time to roll. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we I'm gonna try and remove my mic. If music start playing again, I will have to put my mic back in. What do we want?
Let's get started. My name is Joey, and I came here in Canada in 2016. I myself is a care worker and an organizer with Migrant Workers Alliance for Change, which is a member of Migrant Rights Ontario, Migrant Rights Network Ontario. I know many of you are here struggling. I've been in your shoes, you know. I haven't seen my kids for almost 8 years now, and I wasn't eligible to apply for PR for many years, and it took us years to fight for the right to apply for PR, and years to wait for the decision. And it's not only me. There's thousands of us, right? I had to show that I have high levels of education just to apply for permanent residence. This is so unfair. There's a lot of us. Shame! Today, I have my status. Although it took me years to fight for my status, I am still here fighting for all migrant workers to have our status, to fight for our right to have status. I work with a lot of migrant care workers who are all either waiting for their decisions or who have lost their status because of this unfair system. Before we begin today, I want to acknowledge that we are on the territories of Mississaugas of the Credit. These lands that have been defended by the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, cared for by the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. We have the collective responsibility as settlers, as guests, as visitors, along Indigenous people to take care of the land. And that is why we want you to join the march for the land on September 27 at noon at Grange Park. We need all of us to join in solidarity with the Land Alliance of 5 First Nations that are marching to end unwanted mining activity on their territories. We stand in solidarity and unity with our Indigenous community, our migrant workers community, our Black Lives communities, immigrants, refugees, migrant international students, our allies, our friends from all across the country, standing together to fight for justice and equality. We are fighting for permanent resident status.
Joey, that's right. What are we fighting for? What are we fighting for? What are we fighting for? Woohoo! Don't you look amazing? What an incredible turnout today, fighting for status on this day. And it's so important that we're here today because The government needs to hear us loud and clear. My name is Dina and I'm with the Workers' Action Center. Our organization is part of the Migrant Rights Network, which is an organization across the country where we have so many actions today fighting for status for all. Fighting for status for all. Every day at the Workers' Action Center, we support migrants and undocumented workers who are dealing with wage theft, exploitation and discrimination. Employers know that they can pay people below minimum wage or not even pay them at all. Shame! And that's just because people have precarious immigration status and they know that they can use them, abuse them, and threaten them with deportation or with the cops if they ask just for their wages. This has to stop, right? Yes. No more. We're calling on Prime Minister Trudeau to ensure full and permanent immigration status for all migrants. He made this promise 20 months ago, and we still don't have a program. Shame! He needs to get it done this year. He needs to get it done. Let's 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 get it done. When Parliament returns tomorrow, we want the Cabinet to immediately create and announce an uncapped regularization program that grants permanent residency to all undocumented people who already live here, and then ensure permanent status for all migrant students, workers, and families. Let's get it done. 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 Woo-hoo! We want that promise kept. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of broken promises. We want him to keep his promise. We want Justin Trudeau to make sure that we have status for everyone. He could put regularization on the cabinet agenda this week. He could announce the program this week if he wanted to. Justin Trudeau, do not delay. Let's get it done. 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 Everyone knows this is the right thing to do. Over 500 organizations from across the country have signed on to support Status for All. This action today is in 15 cities. We have over 200, we have over 200 organizations. And last week, the United Nations Rapporteur on Contemporary Forms of Slavery asked Canada to give permanent residency. And I know you knew it. Do you all agree? That everyone deserves permanent status? Right on. Now, we have to make sure that tomorrow, when all those politicians go back to work in Ottawa after their long holiday, that they hear it too, right? We want to make sure that they've heard from thousands of us that this is something that there is so much support for across the country. Now, every one of you got a flyer today. Raise it up. Do you guys have got a flyer today from our organizers? On it is a QR code and our website, statusforall.ca. I want you to take a moment, scan the QR code or go to Status for All and send an email. Even if you've done it before, do it again. Do it again, because we want to make sure all of those cabinet ministers and the Prime Minister hear us loud and clear, right? Because we are fighting for... What are we fighting for? Hang on. And we are committed to this struggle. Are we going to give up? No! We're not going to give up. Have they heard the last of us? No! Absolutely. We are fighting and we're not going to give up. And here's Joey.
We are fighting for regularization for all undocumented people, which is part of a fight for status for all migrants, including workers, students, and refugees. Now, let's all welcome our first speaker, who is, her name is Lourdes de la Peña. She is a former mushroom farm worker and an organizer with Migrant, Ontario. Let's all welcome Lourdes.
The people united will never be defeated. The workers united will never be defeated. Will never be defeated. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lourdes de la Peña, and I am an organizer of Migrant, Ontario. I am here to share my personal story of facing workplace discrimination, racism, and exploitation in the hope that it can shed light in our collective struggle. In December 2012, I arrived in Canada on a work visa. However, due to illicit activities of a recruitment agency run by Jeanette Mosquito, I lost my legal status. Consequently, I have been compelled to take a low-paying jobs with no benefits, endure long hours, work in hazardous conditions, and even face abuse while employed in a mushroom farm and now at a meat factory. Along the way, I have encountered other undocumented workers who have also experienced exploitation. In addition to work challenges, I have been separated to my families for more than nearly 11 years. This has caused me significant homesickness, anxiety, and worry, which have been especially difficult to bear during the pandemic. The stress and exhaustion I have endured have taken toll on my health, resulting in non-stop bleeding due to fibroids. Regrettably, I lack access to health care and must cover the expenses for my medical checkups. Many of us undocumented workers grapple with fatigue, sleepless night, and emotional distress as we navigate the difficulties of deteriorating health and unjust circumstances. Despite my hard work, I have been denied basic human rights, including sick leave and overtime pay. Additionally, I have faced prejudice and discrimination, with many wrongly perceiving me as a criminal or a burden to a society simply because I am an undocumented worker. This degrading treatment is both unjust and dehumanizing. Living without legal status has made us feel helpless and vulnerable. We live in fear, unable to perform even routine tasks like buying groceries. We anxiously respond to the unregistered phone calls, and even a single knock on our door. It gives chills to us, as we fear that it might be a CBSA or a police coming to arrest for us. Shame! This is wrong and we need it to stop. We're not here to steal anyone's jobs or cause problems. We want a fair chance to live and work in Canada without the constant fear of being mistreated or taken advantage. We're not asking for special treatment. We're asking for the government to create a fair way for undocumented workers to become permanent residents so we can live and work here without fear. Everyone, no matter where they came from, deserves the right to live in peace and to be with their families. We're asking Prime Minister Trudeau to honor his commitment to help undocumented workers, create better programs for
the international students and increase the number of humanitarian and compassionate grant applicants. Every migrant worker should have the chance to become a permanent resident. Equal right dictates that everyone's immigration status should be treated the same. All migrants workers should be granted permanent status and full access to their rights. We urgently need this change. Status for all. And we need it now. Thank you.
That was amazing. That is only the first speaker. Now, we are all here. Thank you, Lourdes. We are now gathering here in Yonge and Bloor, but this is not the only action happening today. We are here the day before the Parliament returns across the country, coast to coast to coast, to remind, with one voice, to remind Prime Minister Trudeau to have no more delays and give status to all undocumented and all migrant workers. In Edmonton, in Halifax, in Hamilton, in Kingston, in London, in Montreal, in Ottawa, in St. Catharines and St. John's, in Sudbury, in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Victoria, in Whitehorse, and in Winnipeg. 16 cities in 9 provinces. But that's not all. There's also been actions which happened in London, England, Paris, France, and Valencia, Spain. We are across the globe. Today we are rising up to tell Prime Minister to keep his promise, regularize all migrants, and give status to all. Keep your promise. Regularize all migrant workers.
Okay, how many of you are active in the climate justice movement? Raise your hands. How many of you? How many of you are worried about your family here in Canada, on the West Coast or East Coast, or home or back home in another part of the world, dealing with floods, fire, or heat? Our struggles for status are connected to our struggles to save the planet. Forests are on fire. We've all felt the smoke in the air. Our communities are getting flooded. Hurricanes are battering the Atlantic coast right now. And our climate is collapsing because of the decisions made by corporations who only care about making profit. Shame on them. And as a result, we know so many of our family members, so many workers, so many migrants are forced out of their homes around the world. And when migrants arrive here, migrants are the ones who work in agriculture, in trucking, in forestry, in transportations. They're the ones that are in BC and Northwest Territories escaping the fires. Migrant communities are on the front line of this climate crisis, but the last to get the support to survive. It is critical that we see the connections between our fight for status and the solidarity that's needed to bridge this with the climate justice solutions. This is so critical. And so here to also help us make those connections is Caroline. Caroline is a refugee from Nigeria who's been working in Canada as a personal support worker, is a member of the Migrant Workers Alliance, and like Lourdes, she's undocumented, but she's not afraid. Welcome, Caroline.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Okay, I don't want to tell you my story because we all have the same story, I guess. So, no matter our racial differences, I know we all deserve a better life. Can somebody give me a yes? Can somebody give me a yes? You know what? I love wrestling so much, so I'm a fan of Daniel Brown. So I always want to use this. You know him? If you know Daniel Brown, say yes. Okay, what are we asking for today? Okay, can you give me a yes? Yes. 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 What are we asking for? What are we asking for? Can somebody give me yeah? Can you give me a yeah? Can you give me a yeah? Come on, somebody shout yes! Okay, no, we're just asking the Prime Minister to do the right thing. I mean, it's not a big deal. We just want to live a better life, that's it. We just want to be happy. I mean, what will it take? I mean, he is human. The same blood runs in our vein. I mean, we just need to live this relaxed life. We've worked a lot and we're still working. We are helping the special needs people, the special needs, and the elderly in Canada. I mean, in the medical section today, we are all there working, all the migrants here and there. We're doing the right thing. Please, I don't know the right word to use this time. We're just demanding for what? Status for all. And tomorrow, they are resuming. We just want them to know that we can't wait no longer. Our body is so hot. We need them to do the right thing. We need the Prime Minister to do the right thing. Somebody give me a yes! 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 What do we need? When do we need it? What do we need? When do we need it? Can somebody give me a yes? Yes! 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 So I don't know, this is the only thing I can say. I don't want to go that much because there's so much story to tell. I mean, which is so emotional. Not just me, every other person. We have like millions of migrants out there. They don't even have a place to sleep no more. Of course, if you don't have the permanent resident to work, you can earn money to pay your rent, to pay your bills. This is a lot. I mean, it's so heartbreaking. It's so emotional. Because before you get to this country, you were told, oh, Canada, it's this. Canada is so nice. If you go there, you don't need to do this. You don't need to pass through this. You get what you want. But when you come to this country, it's a different story entirely. I mean, nobody saying, oh, this is okay because I'm black, this one is white, this one is red. No, we are all the same. So we're just asking Trudeau, the Prime Minister, to please listen to our voice and give us permanent residence. So what are we asking for? What are we asking for? When do we need it? When do we need it? So they are resuming tomorrow. We are asking. They should hear our voice. They should listen to us. Because we are human, because we have families out there. Some of us have not seen the family for the past 13 years, for the past 20 years, because of status. I mean, it is not the right thing to do. They should look into this and listen to us. So we are demanding for what? We are demanding for what? When do we want it? God bless you.
Thank you so much. All along the route of the march, you will hear from more undocumented migrant workers why we need a full and permanent status for everyone. It's essential so that all people will have equal rights and to protect themselves. There are 1.7 million migrants in Canada. That means 1 in 23 people in this country do not have the same rights and protections. Right now, we're going to march down Yonge Street, and
Let's get ready. All migrants in front. Woo! Are you ready? Are you ready? Start marching. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Woo!
Status, status. We want status, 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 justice, justice. We want justice, justice, justice. We want justice, justice, justice. We want justice. What do we want? Status for all. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Status for all. When do we want it? Now. What do we want, Joey? Status for all. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Status for all. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Status for all. Now. What do we want? Status for all. When do we want it? Now. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united. Jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people united will never be defeated. 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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Okay, we're gonna do a break. Joey, are you ready? Are you ready to march? Are you ready to march? Let's get it done. 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 Trudeau, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Okay, say it loud. Say it clear. Migrant workers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Migrant workers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Migrant workers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Migrant workers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Migrant workers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Caregivers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Caregivers are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Caregivers are welcome here.
All welcome here.
Say it loud. Say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. When migrant workers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When migrant workers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When migrant workers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. Migrant workers are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
So, it's Opinion Guru TV. The march has begun and it's going down on Yonge Street. But I'm gonna leave you now. So, thanks for watching. Please thumbs up, share, leave a comment. It's Opinion Guru. It's Opinion Guru TV. I am live at the Status for All Migrant protest in Toronto, Canada. So, thanks again for watching and leave your comments below and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.